Arena in just about an hour's time. Mark Abrams here. Rich Quinones will be on the call. Big 8-fight card here at the 2300 Arena. Rich, the main event, Rasheen Jefferson takes on Dail Ogwin.
Yeah, interesting enough, right? You got a 19-year-old prospect in Jefferson, 5-0, stepping up in competition, taking on a grizzled Mexican fighter with 30-something odd fights. I always look to see how it plays out early on. Only slated for 6 rounds, Mark, but you would venture to guess Jefferson should be able to take care of business tonight.
Edgar Cortez, always exciting in our co-feature, takes on Alexander Castellano from Tonawanda, New York. I believe that's near Buffalo.
Buffalo, yeah. See the geography, and he gives credit where credit is due when he talks about New York, because typically Abrams is a Philly guy, and he likes to kind of poo-poo us New York guys. No, Styles always. I've watched enough of Castellano. Cortez is a tough fighter. Again, this one I believe it's a 6-rounder as well. I'll tell you to see. I know you want to go through the call, but Donald Smith and Shenard Bunch, those are 2 fighters. Bunch has a wonderful backstory, tough kid from Trenton, and Smith, reeled off 10, 11 wins to start the career, had to set back, rebounded. Those are 2 fighters. I always enjoy watching them in action.
Well, you can't miss Bunch. He's once a month Bunch.
Yeah. One punch bunch at times, too.
And Donald No Love Smith, as you said, the featherweight, take on Jonathan Lecona Ramos. Mark Dawson, undefeated welterweight on the card, taking on Rodrigo Solis.
Yeah, and here's again, there are some fighters where if you don't follow them or come to some of these shows like in the 2300 Arena, Dawson's one of those interesting birds, right? Because he's got some skill. It's just a question of, can you be more active? And I know a lot of these fighters had to deal with the COVID and the pandemic. It's unfortunate, but that's another fighter you brought up that I want to see what he can do going forward.
Speaking of skills, Rasheen Brown, who's an accomplished amateur from West Philly, 7-0, 4 knockouts, takes on Nathan Benetrue. Benetue's fought a bunch here at the 2300 Arena. He's come from a good lineage. Father fought for a world title, and should be an interesting fight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we talk about some of these young kids and some of these veteran guys kind of filling out their card, so to speak. You're 100% correct. This is great for a lot of these young guys, these prospects, to be tested. We throw the records out the window when it comes to boxing. We've seen upsets before. You might have a guy in there with a 3-8-1 record going against a hot prospect, but you know what? He can disrupt the party. And then the test of it is to see what that prospect does.
Absolutely. Tamir Smalls, who fights out the Bozy Dungeon stable, 3-0, 2 knockouts, takes on the winless David Veras Pena.
Yeah, Pena coming out of Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland, trying to get his first win under his belt. But again, he's going to give you some rounds. That one's slated for 4.
And opening up, a Brooklyn kid, Christian Bermudez, trained by Andre Rozier from Havoc. He can fight if Andre's in his corner, take on Joseph Santana.
Yeah, again, Santana looking for his first pro win. You mentioned Bermudez, very looking amateur, nice in New York Golden Gloves as well. So that'll kick off the action tonight, as you mentioned, 4 rounds, welterweights.
8 big fights. Rich on the call with Steve USS Cunningham. I'll be doing all the post-fight interviews. So 7:30 p.m. BXNGTV.com. 8 big fights, and guess what? It'll be over just in time for you to watch Canelo.
Yeah, listen, we get out of here fast enough. We know that the commissioner, PA, likes to get these get in and out. I'll be over the bridge, settled in hopefully by 10:30, 11. We know these title fights don't go off until these give a fighter a puncher's chance. And I actually think BJ got under Canelo's skin a little bit this week. A little bit. Not anything, Mark Abrams? No, it doesn't. You think it goes past 7?
I think he can hang around. I think Saunders going to hang around because I think he's going. He's in the right stadium. I believe he's going to be running so much tonight. Jerry Jones may have to sign him as a wide receiver tomorrow night. He may be impressed by that.
He didn't mention his Philadelphia Eagles. Hasn't made a snide comment about my New York Giants or my New York Knicks, by the way.
Seems a bad.
That's all I wanted to hear.
No matchup. I don't know. We may have to bet a couple French fries.
We might have to put a couple shekels on that one.
7:30 p.m. BXNGTV. Miss it. Rich, Steve, and myself on the call. See you then.